Okay, we're live. So let's see what this button does.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
You're watching Tanner's Haunted Secrets on the Outline Network. What they say.
Dun, dun, dun.
There's a secret sound heading deep within the center of the earth. And shot you left and closely enough, you can hear it. And it sounds like razors through flesh. We are merely here to turn up the volume.
This is Maximus Christian Bryant with the Ohio Haunters Association, President, and you are watching Chainer's Haunted Secrets on the Owl Light Network.
Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to another episode of Chainer's Haunted Secrets. Hi! You have probably noticed our wonderful Pyle is not here because when this episode is airing, he's going to be doing a wonderful thing at a concert. As of right now, he can't make it because we're recording early. But you guys, I'm hoping you guys are having a great beginning of August. We'll know when we get there. But we got with us as my co-host, Raz. Hey, Raz!
Howdy.
And then we have got John Ferguson as our amazing guest today. Hey, John!
Hello.
I guess, like, the biggest question that most people want to know is, how did you get into haunting?
Well, I've always been around the haunt scene. Once I got out of high school, a lot of my friends growing up were in the haunt scene. I was always working, so I never really got to try it and get into it a lot myself. But luckily, the last few years, I've been able to actually get out and start haunting.
There's more to it than that, and I'm going to fill in a little bit of a holes here. See, what had happened was Megan started working, and I remembered Megan because I had worked with Megan at the Butcher House on Wayne prior to meeting her at Hell's Dungeon, and then we did the first ever dance for Hell's Dungeon since that was COVID year 2020, and then the kids had dances, and John came to it with Megan, and that's when I met John. That was the first time I met John. And then that led to a nonstop of me, Fred, probably Megan, and I don't know however many people that just constantly asked him, "Hey, man, when are you gonna start haunting with us? When are you gonna start haunting with us? When are you gonna start haunting with us?" And it took us a couple years, but then we kidnapped him.
And that works. And he joined the Rejects Club, and that is one of the best clubs to be part of.
Yeah, they brought me in as a reject way before I was ever actually haunting with them.
Yeah, he was a reject for a couple years before an official haunting reject. We do have non-haunting rejects. We do.
Me.
Yep.
So, okay, you said that you have joined because of your partner. Do you guys haunt together in the same area or in different parts of the haunt?
So for our main season, we are basically at two opposite ends of the haunt. But we got a few chances to work together. We would like more, but somebody doesn't like for us to work together because that he just can't find nobody to fill their spot when I'm not there. So
yeah. But we do have. I've made some new accommodations though with the special events, and worked some things out. We're getting some more people, so I can let you guys work together more often during our off season.
I wish I was able to find some of the photos from our Valentine's event when I pulled my partner out of a giant hat.
Yep,
that was fun.
That was 420.
No, that was our 420 Easter.
It was
event,
the coffin and Valentine's Day.
Yeah. She kicked me into a coffin for Valentine's Day.
I wish we'd have thought and talked to Jordan ahead of time because he has all those pictures. I completely keep forgetting to get them from him for the site.
Yeah, I had some of them, but not the ones that really matter.
And unfortunately, I don't have his thing to ask him. So yeah, we'll have to get them and put them in the Chainers group later if that would be okay.
We always do a special episode about just our haunts, like when it's closer to season, like our whole haunt. So I'm sure when we get close to that, I'll have a lot more pictures from the off season shit.
I did make sure to send some pictures from when we do our Christmas event because I completely changed my character up for Christmas because even though I'm very small stature, I have a very powerful and I play Santa. I play one of our Santas.
You're the main Santa.
Yep. I am Sideshow Santa.
Yep.
And I'm hoping that this next one I can actually find the bag that I want.
Fun fact. Not a lot of people know this, but Sideshow Santa once did a rap battle with Krampus.
Yep.
There's a whole video out of that somewhere.
That was hilarious.
That rocks. That would be awesome to see.
Oh no, we played it. We played it during the show.
Oh yeah, but that dude.
2 years ago.
Yeah. Your intro music video for the haunt that keeps coming up on my YouTube as a heavy metal recommendation. They made I don't know how Dragon Force fits with it, but it was that song and nothing but Dragon Force songs after that, and I'm like, YouTube, how does this make sense?
Because Raz learned the evil art. It's called IO, my friend. Internet optimization. And I have learned how to do that with our YouTube videos, our website. Well, I'm about to get back into doing it for the current website. And lots of other shit about the haunt. So, like, you'll get a lot of recommendations. Even Spotify does occasional recommendations for the songs. So far, I've been able to do it with Spotify and YouTube. But, yeah. John's in that, too.
Yes, that's one of the reasons why I'm like, ooh, I need to ask him because he popped up on my screen. Okay, what? I'm just randomly picking up pictures now just because I can. Why did you send me this one?
So this is our good friend Michael, named after the late star Michael Jackson, because as you can see, he's doing the iconic pose. That's actually the makeshift cage we have for our in-season rats.
Yes. Okay.
And that's where they hang out during showtime.
Now there's actually some changes going on at the haunt right now. You see kind of a back of a stand of some sort that is gone, and that whole backing is getting closed in, and a drop panel is being added officially before season starts.
Oh, brutal. Dude, you guys keep changing random things all the time. This should be a fun year.
I should have. You'll have to have me on again after the season starts, because I'll have more photos. I have photos from before I started adding anything to the freak show. From not last season, but the season before, when I first started in there. I have a lot of photos from the beginning to the end of what it used to look like, and I'll be glad to come on and do it and show you guys a before and after. And that's just of one section in our haunted house. We do a lot of changes.
Now, from my understanding, Saturday, September the 6th this year is Hell's Dungeon's first ever media night. And I do believe that the Owlite Network is going to try and cover it with a special live walkthrough of the haunt in early season to kind of get feedback from people and to show everybody off. So probably try and broadcast while people are getting makeup, do a couple hour thing. Saturday night special, we'll call it.
Well, and with how we are with the Owlite Network. Yeah.
Okay. And the other question is, are you willing to read a chapter of a book for children on a video?
Not tonight. That's something I have to prepare.
No, not tonight. That's in the future. I'm just asking in the future because I'm trying to find haunters.
I'd be glad to. I just need to. I'll have to a couple times first because I am not good with on the fly English like that.
I will send you the whole entire book, but it's a chapter book that I'm trying to get haunters to read with me because I've already got 2 to say yes, and also Raz has agreed to do a zombie book for a picture book with me as well. So the plan is to have haunters read one haunter a chapter and read this book to the kids. And I've got 3 in there that are looking forward to it because they love their haunters. One is trying to learn how to make animatronics for this haunt she's made up herself. So yeah.
I mean, I'd be down for it as long as I can do some practice first, because I am not good with public speaking.
Okay, I will send
public
you the PDF
reading.
later.
I'm good with public speaking, not public reading. I mean that. Yeah.
Okay, I'll send you the PDF and we'll go from there. Anyway.
Okay.
As we continue, there's this.
Yes. Yes. I made sure to use my favorite one.
I love that picture.
Because that was a fun night. This is what used to be my group of haunters year 1. Well, my first year working with Hell's Dungeon. You see our bearded lady in the back next to Raz, our in-house demon, our half cat, and what was the murderous man bunny. And then you have the thing that I am licking. That would be Ziggy.
We call that the Galactus version of Ziggy.
Yes. We're hoping we can get final form Ziggy this season.
Yes.
That would be so cool.
I'm not looking forward to it because it's going to be done really well, and I really don't like spiders.
No,
even though I'm like part of like where the whole idea is turned into, I'm terrified of it. Like I've already told the actor that I probably am going to end up hitting him with my cane at least once a night per season, because he likes to walk up behind me, and I'm going to end up hitting him.
Dude, it's going to be even more intense and tight space with him now. Like his scare now is a lot tighter than it was.
Oh, that sounds cool.
We got new furniture rolling in soon too.
That rocks. Was there anything else you wanted to say about the Santa picture?
That's a different one.
The different one? I think this is the same one I pulled up earlier.
No, I'm pretty sure this is a different sideshow Santa. This is the one from this recent year.
Okay, this
The
is
Christmas ad we did
what
for
I
this year.
have. Okay.
I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
could have sworn there was a different one before.
Hold on,
Okay.
because I can see what I sent. I'm not exactly sure.
All I did to this one was cut it down where the black sides were off, and it's
Oh,
just the
gotcha.
base picture.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the wide angle version. This is the one from this recent Christmas ad.
Yeah, that's from this season. The one with me and Megan is the one from first season, Jenny.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Okay.
actually you can't see it in this angle, but he's actually holding the Necronomicon.
Yes.
That is cool. I love that. Okay. What about this one?
Yeah. This one was from my first try at doing the sideshow Santa. That's my partner next to me there. She was a very big help with it, because without her I probably wouldn't have made it through the night. that first go around, because I did way too much that first season of Santa.
Yeah, you really did, man.
I didn't have a voice for 2 whole weeks after that one, because I went way overboard. That's one of them things where you got to remember, as a haunter, even when you're doing special events, you got to treat your body better than when you do during the season, because during the season you're conditioned for it, but off season now this next, I didn't send any pictures of the new Santa, because I haven't even fully debuted it yet, because it still needs to go down the chimney a few times. But I do have a better beard coming for this next Christmas event.
That's going to be so cool.
Yes. This is me experimenting outside of my freak show. They let me out for a night and I went crazy. This was, I think, only like the second or third time I got to actually work with Megan, Raz, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. We did our chaos event, and for whatever reason, Raz thought it was a good idea to put his 3 main focal points of the haunt during the main season together in one room.
Well, luckily, a short list of other people actually stepped up as focal points that year, which made that possible, my friend.
Yes. It was really funny, because I got to work with the actor that played our Rufus for the longest time, and I'm really surprised that we didn't break any walls.
You did crack a couple things in there we had to fix afterwards, but nothing too bad.
Yeah, but I'm really surprised I didn't go through a wall.
Yeah. You guys have the real ish walls over there.
Yeah. He was a big boy, and I'm not, and we use that to our advantage.
That is fun.
Yes. The Knighting of the Nutcracker. This was this last year. Blah, blah, blah. English is hard. This last Christmas event, when we officially knighted our Nutcracker into being a Nutcracker, because he wasn't knighted. Like, how could you be a Nutcracker when you're not knighted by some kind of polar royalty?
Is it true?
That is awesome. That is beautiful. And I love this one. This is the one I put as the main picture up front.
This is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorites. It's been one of my main photos for a while. That one and the other one I sent you with my female rat.
This, or is it this one?
No, that one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my other favorite one, because My little girl there, she is so photogenic.
She really is.
Anytime the camera people come through, she loves them. She eats it up. I should have sent the one, but I wasn't sure if they would be okay with it. That the people that came through for the 420 event.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I will, because that was another one of my favorite photos with her, because she was right there, right up front in the camera.
Okay.
Yeah, we love Batgirl, man. We love all the rats, but Batgirl especially.
Oh yeah.
This was the very first video I was in, year one. My first year. Whew.
Okay. Cool. Oh, out of what you've learned as a haunter, what is one thing you want to tell any new haunter starting?
Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
Okay.
I've watched too many actors almost fall out because they didn't drink enough water. And remember, if you're drinking an energy drink, for every one energy drink, you need 2 glasses of water.
Yep.
2.
Okay. Josh is averaging a gallon per energy drink, so I know he's doing well.
Well, that's good. That's good. That's
This
clearing the
is
kidneys
why I
out.
just split the middle and drink Mountain Dew. Not an energy drink, but it energizes me, and it's got water and orange juice in it.
It works.
Oh,
So,
no, it does not at all. Just for the record, it does not at all.
No, it doesn't, but as a treat for my kid, it works. It gets her attention going. But anyway, back to this. What is that? Oh, okay. There's a rag on your water bottle. Okay, I was so confused. I'm like, did you put wings on it? I am lost. Okay. So, what is your favorite thing about your character?
So tell us about your character in general.
Yeah, tell us about your character. That would be great.
Where to begin? So my character starts off with being a half lizard man. What kind of lizard? I'm still working that part out. But I've been transforming over the last few years into a final product that is going to be beautiful. However, my lore comes from our bayou. Half of me was pulled out of the bayou and put back together by a combination of our animal testing department and our voodoo queen. The animal testing put me back together as the monstrosity that I currently am, and Mambo Marie brought me back to life. It took me a while to fully figure out all of my lore, but I got to my freak show because the half human part of me is the ill-gotten son of the once famous JB Ron. And I was given the freak show when JB passed. We'll just say that.
He passed the torch.
That's what we tell everybody. But after a while, I started to get lonely, and I wanted my sister. And she had gotten eaten by some kind of alligator and was only half there. So I looked at Maria and was like, hey, do for her what you did for me. And that's how I got my sister back. And then
Reagan, right?
Yes.
Reagan the fortune teller.
Yes. That she's evolving too with me. Like we've came a long way as a group, because I love everyone in my freak show, but if it wasn't for Reagan, I wouldn't have had the growth I have, because she helped me develop with a lot of the other actors that we have. We have a lot of newer actors in my freak show that have never really experienced like the haunting world to the extent of some of the other actors that are haunt.
Yeah,
and that's nice, because I get to experience firsts with them, like our midway operator, when he found his voice. Like, first year he worked there, he was quiet. He didn't really he did stuff, but he wasn't that scary. He came back on the second season with us, and too many people were like, "Are you real?"
Oh yeah.
And he found a newfound passion for it. He loved it before, but when he started fully experiencing the scares, he really got into it.
Oh yeah.
We have another
about Evan, though, before you go on, is that Evan's doing an all-new character this year that he's really excited about. And costumes already started on the costume, but we have to build the props still.
That won't be hard.
Shouldn't be.
I just got to talk with Fred, because I already have an idea for how to build it in a way where he won't make it topple when he rips off of it.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's going to be a big change. He's getting a whole new rune that he's getting to help build and everything.
Yep.
And another one that had came a long way is our actor who plays our demon, Charlie. Well, Sam. I'm still working with that kid. I love him to death. My first year working with him, he, like Evan, was very, very quiet. He's still very quiet when it comes to people in general, because the guy has social anxiety. And, I mean, we all battle with our demons in our own ways. So, but
he also has face blindness, which kind of makes it tough for him as well.
I always forget that. I always forget he's face blind. But when he had to fill in a few times in other places this last season, he stepped into the spotlight and he shined, and that gave me the opportunity to give him his own spotlight. And this next season, he's going to be getting to utilize that and hopefully come into his size a little bit more.
The funny thing about him to me is when he first came to us to audition, or not, he wasn't even there for acting. He was going to do security. He didn't really want to, but he was just going to do it for something to do. When I asked him if he wanted to be an actor, he said, I never thought I could be an actor before. And then he stuck around, did our first acting class, and accidentally threw a prop so hard it went above his head and knocked a couple ceiling tiles off him and Matt. It was pretty fucking hilarious. And then that first season, he was the Mexican Wolf Boy was his character for season 1. His first season, which was season 3 of The Haunt. It was fucking hilarious, though, to see him go from that shit to what he did, and then now where he's at is just mind blowing, man.
That is really awesome. The lore of the freak show and everybody in it.
There's definitely more people.
That is one of my favorite things about haunts. The ones who have their thing where they just do scares, and then you have ones that have areas that have lore. And I'm the weirdo that wants to have the book of lore with the haunt. That would be so cool. I'm like, hey, I got this little really special thing from this haunt, and it tells about the characters and their backstories. But it's very hard to find that, because I don't think that is a prevalent thought to make.
Surprisingly, it is, because Fred has actually finally been listening and asking about a lot of the lore for different areas of the haunt, different characters. and he's been being filled in by a lot of people, and he's been lately talking about wanting to put something together, published, that talks about all the different characters in the sections and the stories and pretty much everything from over the years.
Dude, we can set up a recording room and do that. Have them tell their stories and whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then we can take the script from that and turn it into the book. But anyway, back to the John. John, your character has come so far and you don't know what reptile you're from, what lizard. But how did you decide lizard?
It's honestly, it's got to do with the lore, because part of my human side came from JB, and a lesser known fact about JB is he's half snake.
Mm-hmm. And he's a firewood from that bayou. He's one of the offshoot cousins that joined the circus instead of staying at home in the swamp.
I hope there becomes a story collection about JB and all the people from the haunt.
I definitely have an interest story for him. You know, the one I've kind of showed around to everybody, and I got some more written. But I definitely want to give to John and everybody. But we have other people in there too, like Cameron, for example, the Nutcracker from earlier. He's also the same guy that plays the character that John's going to be at some point in time for being a spider. He came from a theater background, actually. He did drama in high school and stuff before he came over. So he was already, in my opinion, he was decent at using his space, which got more the more space we gave him.
Oh, and that's another lesser known fact about me is I went to an art school growing up, and I was an acting major. I mean, also diagnosed autistic, kind of act all the time anyway.
Those things, everything you've learned about him so far and being a shaman, everything, that's why there was only going to ever be one successor to the freak show when I stepped down, man. It was the reason why I was bugging him so intensely for like the last 6 months before that season started to make sure he was joining.
Dude, you are an epic person the more I find out about you. And dude, I have 3 autistic kids. Like I can find any reason to say anything against it other than, okay, I need to learn more about this. Somebody tell me how to do better at this mom thing. But we're getting there. And I'm learning. But okay, what is like something you want to what?
Before we go on, there's still one more member of the freak show.
Okay.
Not sure he wants to talk about.
Our lovely, she was a clown.
She was a clown.
And we have in the freak show, we have a very big bias against clowns. It's why we hold them. That's why we keep them in the back.
Yeah.
They too many clowns makes a bit of funny business, you know? But one of them, only one really grabbed my heart. And her name was Pip, played by our lovely actor, Missy. And she inserted herself into my side. She's one of those type of people. Like she didn't really have a lot of friends, but that's because she's weird, and she found somebody whose weirdness she vibed with, and she attached herself to him. And I feel bad because I corrupted her. Me and my partner have made this girl.
We definitely, a number of us have played a hand in that, but I'm pretty sure everyone that's had a hand in it has either been Megan, a freak, or Brooke, Matt, and Michelle.
Yeah. But we corrupted this girl and made her. She started working with me in one of the off-season events, and she really enjoyed being up with the freak show instead of being back with the clowns. So we sat for a while between me, her, and Raz, and we figured out that she could be a freak. She just had to come up with something, and boy, did she come up with something. And I'm not even 100% sure like what all she is going to be bringing out this next season. But man, she's been talking with Fred about making a escape room for her scene, and like it's gonna be very, very interesting.
Yeah, we're not sure what all we're doing, but it's definitely going to get a lot of work done.
Yeah.
And we have a yet to
Okay.
be named freak coming this season, a new Midway person with an all new character and vibe.
Okay. The question I was going to ask, what is like the one thing you want people to know before they come in to get them ready for the idea of the freak show? What is like your favorite thing or something amazing that makes you proud of it?
I don't even know where to begin because I've done a lot. I've put a lot of work into that freak show, and just not even just the freak show. Like I've had a hand in even building part of our sewer, and just hearing the awe that people have when they first come off of that bridge is just a whole different feeling. Like, and one of the things that causes my area to get scares, because we're in a lot of story points. There's not a lot of scares per se, but you get distracted by all the detail that's crammed into so little space that when the actor pops up out of a place you wouldn't even expect them to, you're surprised.
Yeah. We keep adding more to our little museum every year, and the museum keeps getting a little bit bigger every year.
Right now, I have to say the current thing on the top of my head that I'm proud of is before you even enter my freak show, Fred found this, and I don't even know where he said he had it in his garage for a couple years. It's the balloon from the movie It, and
it was from first
the
year.
end of our, but
it was from the first year. When we did cinema night for one night under the old management, it was bought for that scene and then given to him, and he just put it in his garage after that and forgot it was there.
Well, we've had the fully transformed Pennywise at the end of our sewer for a long time, and I don't understand why he forgot about it then, because he should have known. He should have put that there like that.
Well, you and I just moved that there though. If you think about it, because it used to be that thing that was a door. It wasn't really a door, and Stanley tried to get people to go through the door that didn't exist. And then you and I grabbed it because it was back at where the mirror room is now. And we were like, this would actually be way cooler at the end of the sewer. And I just think for some reason, as much details he looks at, it just completely blew past his head.
Honestly, I forgot that we had moved it. We were the ones that moved it there.
Yep.
That was so long ago, and so much stuff has happened since then. Yep. Jesus.
It's insane, man.
That is like why I was so late asking for the pictures. I'm like, crap, so many things have happened. I have literally moved. So, yeah. I am okay. What is your favorite scare that you have made?
Almost getting hit in the face by our owner.
That was a really good one too.
Okay, you're gonna have to tell the story.
So it was one of the first times that I was working with the girl who's going to be playing our new character, Pandora, Missy. And she would bust out of this one doorway that leads to our stairway to nowhere. And she scared him because he, for whatever reason, he wasn't expecting her to be there. And I hid in one of my favorite spots right behind my ticket booth. And as he's coming around the corner, I just step in his path. He completely turned around, couldn't even see me. And I tap him on the shoulder, and he turns around, fist balled, like he about laid me out. It was great.
Oh, yeah.
That is awesome. Okay, what has been your favorite thing you've learned about haunting?
Family don't have to be blood. That'd be the best way I can put that. Joining the family of rejects, I felt like a reject growing up. Like Fred's reject theory really struck home to me when I first heard it, and that place became a home. Even when I wasn't an actor, I was always welcomed with open arms, and it was a very weird and off-putting experience at first because I was not used to that.
I love that because
I think
with
also
them,
go ahead.
with what I've learned about Hell's Dungeon and with the friendship that I've made with Raz and what I've seen from all the haunt actors, it is a beautiful place.
I was gonna say, and add on to that, the freak show in particular for me, definitely. I'm sure for John in a lot of ways as well, for sure. Um, you all got your sections. It's not that we have cliques. We don't do cliques at the haunt. You know, we all spend time together, hanging out, doing videos, fixing shit, building things, all equally. So it's not like anyone has the cliquish behavior. But you obviously, when the people you work together the most in your areas are going to be people naturally that you're going to be closer to. It happens. I mean, that's no matter who you are, that's going to happen. Uh, but when I built the freak show, it was me in a hallway by myself with a bunch of props, and I get like 10 jump scares just doing some stupid shit. You know, if you go too far down to the left, there's a Jamba Juice. Just making random shit up to adding different things into it. At one point in time, Props the Clown was actually at the end of the freak show originally. I had two different clowns at the very end of the freak show, which is why clowns aren't in the freak show anymore. And then I got to build it slowly. I got to add people to it. And it wasn't it felt like a family when we first made it. Like from the moment we built the freak show, it was like its own thing. Like we were our own separate build crew that would come in and do our stuff, but not just our stuff. That was the start of the build crew because we built stuff for ourselves, and then other people in the building would ask if we could help them, and we'd go help them. So it was like this new little shining spirit that kind of like popped up, and then when we brought John in, just expanded tenfold. Because not only is the freak show the only section and the only definitely section that gets its own revamp pretty much every year whenever we feel like it. We still do that. You know, we still stick around. You know, we clean the building. We help build. We come up with
I
ideas.
get bored and I like to build things.
Yeah, we help with the flyering, the marketing. I mean, we all do this, and it's every member of the freak show does it. That's able to make it. You know, of course, Evan lives in Indiana, but when he's here, he does come in and help off season a lot. But it became a growing force, and that growing force, I think, really ignited a lot of additional haunt passion and other little mini sections of the haunt, because now we've got other little mini sections like the freak show that are stepping up, taking over certain things, you know, for the haunt, redoing their sequences more often, you know, having more input. Just it was a cool thing to build as this little flame and watch it basically be like the fire that is the core now of Hell's Dungeon, really. Obviously, Sean, Fred, all the management team included, 100%. But I just feel it kind of really started kicking off with that group.
That is awesome. Dude, it makes me so sad that I stay broke and I can't come, but also you guys are 16 hours away from me. So, yeah. Um, Dude, your out of the freak show and Hell's Dungeon and the whole entire haunt, why would you say it's the best haunt for you? And why do you want people to come see it?
Goes back to that thing I said about family. Because honestly, you're not going to find a place that everyone is going to welcome you the way that Hell's Dungeon does. Like I hear very frequently from when we have actors that come in and help us with our special events that it's a different environment. Like because like Raz said, we don't really have cliques. Like we have our friend groups, yeah, but there's so much overlap that like that doesn't no cliques really form.
Yep.
So and when new people show up, like we try to be as welcoming. We try to figure out like how they fit in, because like there's no possibility that you're not going to fit in. And if you don't fit in Hell's Dungeon, you might want to look at yourself in the mirror a little bit. Just saying. But we have one of the most inclusive groups there. Like, I don't even know where to begin. Like,
I know we represent more than a dozen religions, pretty much all political sides at some point in time or another. The entire mental spectrum, like literally just about the entire mental spectrum. A lot with physical disability, different geekdoms. I mean, it literally is just such a diverse amount of people, man. Cultures. It's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. It is one of the most amazing things I've been learning about. The family there and talking to the people, because I have not heard a bad thing about that haunt from anybody working there or anybody who's been there.
And I mean, it takes a lot for a growing organization to want to affiliate with somebody small like us.
Yeah.
And we have a very major affiliate like that's came out and helped us with events, and we've gone and have helped out with some of their stuff.
More in the future.
And yep.
Yeah,
And I really debated on
Yep.
I really debated on which shirt to wear, because I picked good old fashioned,
the original Dark Vision 3D.
Yeah. But I was torn between putting on my Have a Gay Day shirt, because it's twice as comfortable as this.
Yeah, we do Have a Gay Day. We work with Harley of Xenia. God, there's a couple more we've been adding on lately that I don't even have the whole list of people we're trying to get added for this year for sponsorships and just partnerships, all the above. I even got to actually represent the haunt at the first ever Dayton, the Have a Gay Day Pride Dinner for Dayton this year. So that was really cool.
That is awesome. Dude, I'm trying to find all the really good questions to ask, and I'm not sure if I've asked them all, but it's like there's so much I want to learn. Like, what do you do to get in character before you start? Do you have any like tips for new actors trying to figure out how to do that?
Think about what you're wanting to express and figure out a way that you can express it in a way that's not going to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
My character is an extension of myself. I suffer from a personality disorder, and Jax is part of that disorder. And when I get to express that part of my personality, it's a release. It lets me express a fullness in myself that I didn't know was possible.
And that's always a really cool question to ask people, how they prepare to get into roles and stuff, because we have a lot of different people at the haunt who do things in entirely different ways, also based on, the decade you started haunting in. There's a lot of old little rituals some of us have. We got, oh my God, who is it this year? Spray paint on their arms. Bill, that's what he used to. He worked at outside haunts. You'd spray paint your arms. Just put red spray paint or whatever spray paint you can get, just put it on your arms. It was just a thing people did, man. So a lot of little stuff like that. When you play a certain character, you'll do something different. Like a couple people actually got to saw me prepare for JB this year. I popped myself real good in the nose to get the blood. So half the blood is stage blood, half of it's my real blood. And then about halfway through the night, I know John saw me do it at least once in one of our off events. There just wasn't enough, so I popped myself again between groups and just smeared it down and went to it. You should never do that.
No, you shouldn't.
It's terrible. Don't do that to yourself. It's the only character I've ever done that with. But you'll sometimes characters talk a little bit louder than you, and that's when you know you have to play them less.
Yeah, JB is one heck of a guy.
He's a bastard.
Now, I will say one pre-show ritual that my group has that is slowly expanding through the haunt is we do pre-show stretches. Nothing major, nothing big in yoga stuff. Just your pre-work stretches, and it's it helps. It for real does. I have done experiments with people where one week we do our stretches both nights and get ready, and then at the end I'm like, hey, how's everybody feel? It doesn't hurt as bad this week, right? Yeah. Well, the next week we didn't do stretches, and then everybody's bitching about their legs hurt and their backs hurt, and it's like, yeah, them stretches helped, didn't they?
And that somehow led to the cult of the Wendigo, where someone was dressed like the Wendigo and everybody was praying to him, but also doing a bunch of stretches, and that lasted for a little bit until it stopped. This year, though, I kind of want the freak show to run that every night for everybody, just in the break room. Well, we'll open up a spot or somewhere outside, somewhere in the building, where we can do that. Because I think
I'd be down to do that.
Yeah, that was a really beneficial thing. It's good not just for physical health, but mental health too, man.
Mm-hmm. And also, doing it as a group, people are less afraid to do it.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh, yeah. What has been I've lost how to say the question, sorry. In preparing for your show every night, what has been the greatest way to teach a mindset?
Well, I honestly took something I took something that little things that I had noticed other people doing and kind of threw it all in a pot and mixed it together and started my own little thing. So after we do our pre-show stretches, we do a kind of a chant, and it started off kind of modeled off of Fred's reject chant that he does every night when we wrap up our meetings. And I didn't notice the kind of effect it was taking on everybody till after a couple weeks of doing it. I got bored of doing it because I got tired of repeating the same thing because I didn't think that it was giving an impact. But then I stopped, and everybody was like, why did you stop? And it really confused me because I didn't think that a group chant like that really mattered. But when you really boil it down and think about it, that's one of the reasons why football do it. Why, well, not just football teams, any sports team really does it. There's a unifying feeling in it, I guess. And that really opened my eyes to how the haunt can affect people.
And that is one of the things. Even at some stores, they have a chant they do before they start their shift.
Yep.
And I think the pre-show talks we have help us a lot. We find out how each other are doing and go on from there.
And that's something that I have the section leaders in every section do. You're supposed to have a a meeting to get together to talk about things, you want to work on, or just, getting some shit out in the open, just whatever you need.
That is really awesome. There's so many things. What has been one of the greatest things that you've learned as the leader of your section that you think others should know?
Are you meaning as a leader or?
Yeah, you've learned being a leader.
Listen to your people. Like, working for the haunt really helped me in my managerial skills. Like, because working with a smaller group and trying to make sure that everybody is in a good headspace before starting, because unlike in a lot of other places, like when you're in the haunt industry, your mindset matters. And promoting a good mindset to your team, like it helps everybody.
Yeah. Big time. Another thing John does, he probably fights harder, or not fights, but is louder, has a louder voice for his people than other sections do. That's why, things tend not to be forgotten as much in some sections of the haunt. The leaders, the louder voices that brings to the table, that don't just bring it to the table, but they knock on your door with it every day just to remind you, hey, this is going on. Hey, let's do this. I got this handled. I just need you to come look at this. Like, he's on top of it. If he notices these people haven't gotten water yet, he's the first one out there, making sure that the shipment of water gets taken back there. There's so much that he does. Other people do, but just not with the veracity that John does, which is really helpful to management, and it's very helpful to his people.
Yeah, I feel bad I haven't been able to bring that veracity lately, but
you'll get it back.
I will.
You got a week and a half, buddy.
Dude,
there's a lot to be excited out there this year for sure, man.
Oh yeah. Were you going to stay for the second half of the show?
I can.
Alrighty. Because we're getting to the point where we're going to play the mid-show commercials, and then we are going to tell about what the haunt has in store and the new Ohio Haunters Association things that are coming up.
Yeah,
I'll stick around.
Alrighty. So, okay, we're going to do the mid-show commercials. We are going to roll that beautiful Faye footage and so much more. And we shall be back. Oh, yeah. Where did it go? There we go.
Greetings and shabibans. We are the Retro Reductibus Cephala Podcast, a long-form bi-weekly show that celebrates all the things that made growing up awesome.
Well, that sounds good, but I don't know what all those words mean.
I think what Parasite Steve's trying to say is that on Retro Reductibus, we explore a range of retro goodness, from toys, video games, and movies, to cartoons, and even snacks and school lunches.
Oh. And we do it all with a positive spin, a slew of killer guests, and some very adult language.
And you know what else is cool?
No.
This crazy show is part of the Dorking Podcast Network with new episodes every Technical Tuesday.
What's that?
And if waiting 2 weeks for a new episode gives you a sad, know that we drop bonus episodes all the time, like the off-format Crow's Nest and an interview series we call The Brig.
You can listen to Retro Octopus on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or any app that's cool enough to carry the only show that celebrates all the things that make growing up awesome.
And we're back. So, you know what? Before we move forward, I forgot something important about the tiny person in the living room. Dante's little questions.
Yes.
Because he likes you. His first question is, what do you like to build the most?
Right now, it's been the steel. It's been trying to figure out the different kind of materials I want to use on my update to the field.
Okay.
Your audio changed somehow, I think, John.
Yeah.
It might have been because I scooted a little bit farther away.
Oh, yep, that'd be it.
Okay. His next question was, what is your favorite cartoon character?
See, you think I would have this one prepared because I got asked this the other night at work. Oh. But
Your audio is still off, man. It's not the volume, it sounds very muffled.
Hold on. Let me see if it's on my side. Yep, it's in. Hold on one second.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. That's much better. Yeah.
Yeah, the mic on my earbud sucks. So I've been using my internal mic on my Chromebook. Yeah. I still have the sound for everything coming into my ear, so I don't get any interference from outside stuff. What was the question again?
What is your favorite cartoon character?
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
That's always a good answer. What is your favorite video games, and do you like Five Nights at Freddy?
I did not get too into Five Nights at Freddy's, and that's just because I've known a lot of people who really, really, really like Five Nights at Freddy's and have been obsessed with it, and that usually makes me not want to get into something. Once the hype behind it probably starts to die down, I'll probably get into it. But my favorite video game is Warframe, by far.
Okay. For him, he loves to watch like the movie and the gameplay, but he takes the characters and he mixes them with characters from other shows like Paw Patrol or whatever, and makes up his own little stories. So Freddy helps Chase or Sky do things, you know? So he's not as strict as to the storyline. You just have to know who Freddy is and Foxy and all of them and join in on a made-up story. So, okay. The next one was, what is your favorite candy?
Really hard because I'm both obsessed with peach rings and red vines. They are about an equal obsession.
That works. He does not like either, sad enough, but he does love chocolate. Okay.
I mean, chocolate. You never can go wrong with chocolate. Chocolate is always that's a staple. That's a staple candy.
Did your cane turn into anything?
It evolved itself magically.
So canes turn into swords and things. So he's like, does it turn into a sword or something? And I'm like, I don't know. I'll
Okay,
ask.
listen, there's a whole long ass story about this.
It does.
It does now. This one does.
Well,
what happened was I actually had a fucking cane from the 1920s World Fair, and that's the one that I use constantly throughout JB. I could this motherfucker, and he finally breaks it. He broke the cane. He has pieces of it. He broke it. And I was on vacation in Florida earlier this year, and found him his own very brand new cane.
Yeah. Well, so the new cane, my new cane, okay, it does transform. It does transform. But as of right now, this is what it transforms into. Because they didn't put very good glue to mount the blade.
Yeah.
And I gave it one good hard tap downward, and I heard it go cling, and I'm like, oh, well, that sucks. And at first I thought I genuinely broke it. And then I actually looked at it and was like, oh, it's just not very, very well made. Which, I mean, he didn't pay that much for it. So
no, I didn't.
And it's gonna be like a $5 fix anyway.
And honestly, not having a blade on is probably preferable.
Yeah. Well, I'm also trying to figure out a way that I can maybe put a cufflink, or like not a cufflink, but put like a tube in here to make it into a makeshift megaphone itself.
Yeah, okay.
Before I go buying a megaphone,
that could be cool.
But I'm bringing a megaphone this year.
Nice.
Because let a motherfucker talk over me again.
Yep. That's
okay.
It's a big pet peeve by a lot of different haunters across. When a customer will come in and just want to talk over you while you're trying to do your scene.
Oh yeah.
And I have figured out a way around it.
Thou rock.
I'm going to have a megaphone hidden somewhere in my room.
I love it.
That will be beautiful.
And in the past, there's been a lot of funny ways freaks have handled our freaks have handled the people talking too much. JB, I would just start talking louder and faster over them, and if they still kept interrupting me, I would stop, and I would count to 90 in my head while I stood there uncomfortably and stared at them right in the eyes. And after that 90 seconds, I'd be like, well, I got your money. You wasted my time. There's 90 seconds of yours. I just fucking send them right through. Sometimes we would just surround them. I'd hand signal, the freaks would just surround them. We would tighten up. We were like, have walled them in all around. And then we all count to 90 together in our heads. And then we let them go. You guys have come up with some really good ones in the past as well.
My personal favorites is when they started, all the freaks just start being super loud.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And his last one is, who's your favorite superhero?
The Flash.
Flash. Sorry, I had to do it.
Okay, that works. He loves Batman. Okay, so moving forward, what is the what's going on with the haunt this coming season?
What are you guys doing?
What do you want to tell the people?
Well, we in my freak show alone, we've already built a whole new room that's going to be getting remastered and made for a whole new character. We're going to be trying to get some tenting like material up on the ceiling to make you feel like you're in a tent more. And we've got 2 whole new characters coming. We've got a new intro. Am I missing anything, Raz?
All new cabinetry in the museum and additional artifacts are going to be put in this year. Since I get the Jeep back, I'm going to be looking for the hutches that we need, that we've been talking about for years now. Also, you didn't know this one. No one knows this yet. Every unique section of the haunt is getting its own brand new logo. It's something that Fred was doing year 1, which is why you had that Dark Visions 3D shirt. So every section is going to get their own, but also with the circus, we're going back to the Jugular Brothers Circus featuring the Owl Light Freak Show, the Killer Clown Medway, and Dark Visions 3D. So you're going to have the logo of all the things together, and of course, each of those sections in the circus will get their own individual logo, like all the other sections of the haunt. That's something I just started this week. Now that
me and you will also talk about an idea that I hatched in the process of having this interview. So,
well, yeah, definitely.
Oh,
we'll definitely be doing that.
What interview helped you come up with new things? Yay!
It gave me an idea that I wanted to bounce off of Raz. It would be a little bit of, because we are the Owl Light Freak Show, and I plan on keeping that. I plan on also rebuilding the wall that our current logo is on, and I'm going to be putting it behind myself. And when I do so, I was going, if the Owl Light Network would like, and if Fred would be down for it, I wouldn't care if y'all stuck a QR code or something when I rebuild the thing, so that people can be like, hey, this is about something. Let's check out this network.
Yeah. We can also hide the QR code in the owl.
Ooh. Because I plan on rebuilding that logo that you've seen in that one photo of my whole group from my first season there. I plan on rebuilding that, and yes, that I plan on redoing that and making it to where whoever, if something happens to me and I decide to move on from this room, if somebody wants to relocate that sign, they'll be able to. And I also plan on putting more of my tenting up around, so that's going to end up getting covered up, and I want to be able to make it
too.
Yes,
dude.
Which
please share the graphics with us so we can share them.
Yeah, there's a lot that's going to be going on in my freak show this next season.
Yeah. Beyond
it's
John's,
going to be
the rest of the circus, there's a couple spots in the circus that are getting some not huge changes, but some changes. We are actually going to be adding a kill sequence in the clown section, a pretty fucked up one. We're beefing that up a little bit, bringing a little bit more horror into the clowns. Then we get to the Dark Vision 3D side of the clowns. The clown's now in a new clown character, born of Twitchy the Clown, who is now Twitchy the Clown Hunter. So that's where the clowns go to die when you get to his room. So we're also bringing Keith Park. It's super excited about him. He's an old school clown of many, many years, just coming out of retirement just for us this year, who's going to be working the front part of Twitchy's scene. So we're super excited about that, man. And then we've redone the finale so many times. We're still adding that to that even now. The asylum is getting a couple switch ups, no major rehauls, because we just did a major rehaul in there, but we're beefing it up some. We are gutting the bayou. It's already started. We've gutted like about half the bayou so far. The bayou will now be Crazy Cooter's Cryptid Tour, and he is Cooter Firewood. We are keeping the Firewood name so we can keep all the original legends and lore. Our buddy Ron, actually, here at the network is going to be playing Crazy Cooter, previously known for Nurse Inya for many years at our Haunt and others. But he's going to be Crazy Cooter. He's going to have his family of cryptids and mutated firewoods helping out. You're going to walk across Mothman Bridge, meet the Rougarou. There's going to be a simulated boat ride with a shark attack. There's so much going into this tour. And the house portion of what used to be the bayou is now the bed and breakfast, because every tour stop should have some kind of bed and breakfast. So we've been working ideas for that as well. We got the furniture already in place. We have to extend some things along with an all-new spider attack sequence. For Main Street, we just built in the off-season for our events. Props' Party Palace. We moved Props, the animatronic clown, and a bunch of other animatronics into their own pizza arcade. So that's been really cool. We have right now we're calling it Abandoned Spirit Halloween Store, and it's funny, but there's some really good jump scares in there. That's another big thing, and our Undead Nightmare will be permanent. We are reskinning Main Street to exit 666. You'll be guided through by a specialized guide, one of 3, slightly different story each time you come, depending on which guide you get, who will then hand you guns, gel blasters, to be specific, not guns. And then you will be allowed to shoot the zombies and the props as you go through Main Street as a permanent part of our attraction. So it's a lot of changes, man. That has nothing. I'm not gonna tell you all the details of what we're doing with those things. There's so fucking many more of them. But yeah, also we've had more people from other haunts and with a lot of haunt experience apply this year than any other year in haunt history. That is a huge boon right now. We're getting some decent names. We're very excited about it to add, with our people, so we can all learn from each other. We're extending our learning. We're actually going to start our acting events during the normal part of the season in August, but we're extending through September. So that way, like once a week, every other week, for 2 hours, we'll meet up at the dungeon and kind of go over how things went. I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll probably set up the footage from the weekend before that I take to the haunt and have it up on the screen for everybody to look at and just sit down and talk about and see how we can do better. There's a lot more learning shit going on. We're about to start makeup classes, actual real makeup classes for the first time ever at the haunt. Pretty much every area we have is expanding in some way. We did the outdoor queue for the 13th weekend recently in June, and on nice nights, we are going to continue to do things that way with the outdoor party. So we're excited about that. We're bringing back the comedy show soon with Dick Dickerson. We are in the process of scheduling a paranormal tour of the building where a company is actually going to come in and host this for us. That's just a meeting away from being finalized right now. Yeah, there's more I'm forgetting. There's loads more. Our opening night alone, Creepy Crawlers, that one hell of a band, is going to come and play. We've got a wrestling event that night. We got the Dayton Ghostbusters coming out. We have so many things coming out to that. And then the next weekend after that is a big party with Harley in our parking lot. So there's a lot to look forward to, man. A lot to look at this year, more than we've ever done before. And we're doing our first ever media night the Saturday before we've been open to invite anyone from the news or media or content creators to come in and tour the place and give us their honest feedback before, we're officially open for the season.
That sounds like so much fun. There are so many things to keep coming back to the haunt for.
It is. I mean, we also started doing season passes this year, so now you can actually buy a season pass. It's the same as if you paid about 2.5 times to go through, and you get to go through as many times as you want, as many nights as you want that were open during regular season, with discounts on special events and things like that, and merch discounts as well. So we're pumping it up a little bit. We're doing what we can to get people interested and also to save people more money this year. Surprisingly, we do get a decent amount of repeat guests. It was more than enough for us to come up with a season pass idea.
That is awesome. What is we have another event we need to tell about coming up.
Yeah, we do.
And you said Owlight's going to be a part of it?
From my understanding, Owlight has a booth here and is we may be doing a lot of the media coverage.
That is awesome.
But hold the phone, because Hell's Dungeon is also now going to be having most likely a table there as well, and I will also be selling my books there.
So Hell's Dungeons, Owlight, Chainers
Yep.
and Ohio Haunters Convention, where you get to learn about all the other haunts and some amazing books that
Yep.
are sitting in front of my TV at the moment.
No, we're really excited about this, man. As a member of the OHA, I mean, it's something that I've been wanting them to bring back. I haven't been out to Midwest Haunters Convention, or the other Trans World even, because they're so far away, man. The industry is here in Ohio. I love all those conventions. The people that do them all, again, have gone to them, but it can be difficult for people here in Ohio to have the time, even, especially during haunt season. We tend to open earlier than people and stay open later than people. So it's nice to have a convention that's somewhat at least in my own backyard. I know it's in Mansfield, which is a few hours from us, but it's better than I have to drive all night to get somewhere. So that's exciting.
Oh yeah.
And Blood Prison, the haunt at Mansfield Reformatory, is going to be open for business as the haunt. They also do really cool paranormal tours there because this is a famously haunted place. Ghost hunters have been there. A lot of haunt places have been there. Ghost paranormal places rather. Also, Shawshank Redemption was toured there, and they do Shawshank tours. So I mean, there's lots of really cool shit to see on this Mother's Day weekend in 2026.
Oh yeah. And Pyle told me to make sure I tell you guys about something. Hold on, I'm trying to get it up. There we go. Open!
You can do it. Cut this fucking head up.
Do you guys see it? There is now Ohio Haunters Association webpage. And of course, there's our Pyle right there.
Yep.
And there's all types of stuff. There's an About Us page that you can find out about. There's the news.
And that is ohiohaunters.com,
that you can go to. And of course, oh yeah, you can see it at the bottom of the screen, guys. I have it where it's constantly scrolling, but you can search
scrolling, but it's tiny on my screen, so I didn't know if that's what it was.
Oh yeah, I've said it because for the first part of the show, we got this Let's Scare Cancer, and the last part I'm doing is Piled Ass. You can search the haunts in Ohio, and there's a contact page where you can send, or you can go to the group. And apparently, for special need to at the moment, but yeah.
Oh yeah,
that
man.
is this new amazing thing that has happened. So please go check out that haunt. And there is Dungeon Darts webpage that's coming, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. There will be a Dungeon Darts website soon. We'll talk about it, and a new a revamp of the dungeonhauntedhouse.com.
Okay. Dude, there are so many things to come to Hell's Dungeon for. Okay, gentlemen, what do you want people to know most when they come? Like, if you come, please understand we have these rules. Don't be a jerk or whatever.
1, don't be a dick, and 2, I like turtles.
Keep your shoes on.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Anybody who's been...
You wouldn't think you'd have to tell customers or our haunters this to keep your damn shoes on, but many things can happen without your shoes on.
If we want to go by the actual definition, if you have more than 6 people without their shoes on, you're having an orgy. Their goal is not to have an orgy.
That is true. It's not that kind.
We need to tell this to Steven.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I don't have the ability to tell Steven.
We need to tell Steven this so he can work it into his act.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be all the guys are doing it now.
I know. Yeah. Steven's one that would use it.
Yeah. So Rob would too. Rob definitely will.
Oh yeah.
We don't know who Guy 3 is going to be yet. Still working on it.
Oh yeah. Dude. So you guys are below a mall and you come around back and you can find the entrance.
Yep.
And there's a queue line, and you have people who haunters that come through the queue line to talk to the people or scare the people?
Yeah, we have a whole a crew for that. This year is a more formal crew with that's going to get some more formal training than they've had in the past. And our two main guides, Rob and Steven, are actually leading all of that. So it's going to be probably the best Q show we've ever had. Not probably, it's definitely going to be the best Q show we've ever had.
Okay, are you still going to have the video of the sewer dweller up?
Yeah, we're going to do an expanded rules video as well, because we always have to add a couple things each year, and we've already found a couple things we need to add, like keep your shoes on, and some of the ones we can't talk about until they're finalized.
Okay, are you going to put up the new video?
Also, what we have is a virtual queue. So you show up, you either buy your tickets online or you buy them at the door, and you go into a virtual queue. It's kind of like the system at restaurants where you get the pager, and it'll buzz when you're ready, except for you give us your number and we text you when it's your time slot to come through based on when you get there. That lets you on a busy night go out and smoke in your car, man, if you're only got to wait 20-30 minutes. If you're the wait is a killer in mid-busy season, it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours. We've had people go out to dinner and just show back up when they get their text. If they're a couple minutes late, no worries.
Restaurants right down the street.
Yeah, there's a bunch. Fast food and restaurants all over the place down there. So it's like people are still catching on that I can leave. I don't have to stand in a line, and that's kind of our crux right now. People hated the line, but now that there isn't a line, they feel like they don't know when they're going to be going because they don't understand the system. People are catching on to it, but it's also our job to start building more things to entertain them, like a little movie theater, shooting gallery. We're working on some more things they can do while they're waiting if they choose not to leave the building. And of course, we do sell like snacks and drinks and stuff. We're going to be working on that a little bit more this year.
Okay, and the little store thing, the souvenir store, is it still at the end of the haunt?
Yep.
Okay.
You go to our little souvenir store and then into the vendor room. Now, of course, with us doing the outline queue, we actually bring our merchandise outside, so you see it as you're coming in, and you get to also see everybody else's booths while you're waiting. And then when you come out, you come right through it all as well again. So like the outside version is a little bit different.
Okay.
But yeah, we do still have our own merch store, which is heavily expanding this year. A lot more stuff, and possibly even actor-centric gear for certain characters and stuff. We're really working hard on this year being the year our strong characters get pushed farther than they have before. So
I already know that Sophia is looking forward to getting her backpack copy of Harshman's House.
Mm-hmm.
Because they do.
Now gets back from his country concert.
Yes, he has done kids books, and my kids love them. So look for those. Even Dante, the little guy I showed you up front, he made his own Lincoln outfit with a Minecraft sword and a Ninja Turtle, the little mask thing.
It was awesome
because he can. So I want there was more than just adult books that he sells. And if we're lucky, hopefully in the future we can talk John into writing a story about his character for a future anthology for the Outlight. That would be so cool.
Mm-hmm. We have been talking about doing a freak show anthology.
And your character would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've ever written a short story before, John.
I'm about 6 chapters into writing a book right now.
Oh, I know a publisher.
I was going to say I'm going to send him to Patty as soon as he's ready, man.
Yeah, I'm just in the first stage of writing it because it's a very interesting story.
Oh yeah, man. When you get you in there, Rika's already in now officially.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
because I get to be one of the betas.
Oh, I was the pre-beta on all the Rika stuff already. The pre-beta.
Awesome. Well, I have to be a beta because I have to make the commercials, man.
Yeah.
So that and it's one of my favorite jobs. Okay, moving forward, we've talked about the new things for Hell's Dungeon. Was there anything else we wanted to say about that, guys? About your section, about the new stuff coming up, about the new season, about what customers should know coming in?
I feel like this year, more than any year before this, we're the haunt Fred wanted to have. Like he's been happy every year with what we've done, but every change we've made has got us closer to the vision that he had when he thought about becoming a haunt owner. And I think if there's any year, if you've never been to Hell's Dungeon, if you've been on the fence, I think you're going to get the best of every department and every section of the haunt this year that we've ever had, from the customer experience to your experience inside to your way out the door. I think this is our year. This is your year to come check us out. Or if you've been before, be prepared to see a lot of things you've never seen and fall in love all over again, man. In my brain, it's like a grand reopening year, kind of.
In my brain, it is a future family goal that at least Soapy, Josh, and I get to come through and see you guys.
An act for a night.
And yeah, because she
got Patty acting for a
definitely,
night.
yeah, Soapy definitely wants still hugs. So
Hell yeah.
Let's see. We talked about Ohio Haunters Association. I'm not sure because what if there's anything else we want to add?
Yeah, I could add some stuff. John, if you weren't the character you were in the haunt, what kind of character would you be and where? And why?
Yeah, let's go with that because that's an awesome question.
I don't know what I'd do, but I know I'd probably go to our main street because that seems to be where a lot of our widest variety of people are.
Go to Main Street, get shot with air blasters all day.
They don't hurt me, so.
Yeah, I can't feel them. I don't think they're that bad. It's not like we let people get full auto or anything, unless it's me walking through. I
laugh at people when they shoot me with them.
Yeah. Matt doesn't feel them either. It's hilarious. That's a cool section, man. It's definitely a lot of fun. The way it's been shaping up and changing over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Plus, I've already worked in the asylum.
That's true.
I love the asylum. I love all things
I am
learning about asylums.
To work in every section of the haunt this year as a new character. So, well, as a new or existing character. So that's gonna be fun. Because I haven't even worked in all the sections of the haunt.
Dude, what has been like as the director of operations? You are also helped teach about acting. What has, as a teacher and a director, what has been the hardest thing to learn?
For me, different kinds of patience. And you may think patience is patience, but it's not, because everybody requires their own unique level of patience. Even John requires his own unique level of patience. But it's that. It's I think maybe I struggle a little bit more because my non-emotional attachment due to autism and BPD and stuff. I have a hard time processing emotion, so that's probably a big hindrance in my case. But not only do I know everyone's first name, last name, I know who their parents are if they're minors. I know what their allergies are. I know what they're into. I know what they like. I know who they haunt with. I know who their friend group is. I have to memorize all these details for me because it makes me easier to interact and help learn how to teach people how they learn best, which is another a big thing I had to overcome and learn, is identifying. And going to school for teaching definitely made me a way better, I guess manager or DOP or whatever, or DOO. But yeah, it's finding that unique blend of patience for each person. You don't want to baby someone, but you don't want to be a hard ass. You have to know when to be firm, but not too firm, depending on who you're talking to. It's a lot. And I don't just deal with the actors, my friends are over in makeup, and some of their makeup artists I talk to and I'm friends with. Some of them are also my actors. Same with costumes. They're my friends, but everyone in the costumes department is also actors. Security, I know them all. Sales, I know them all. So you interact with everyone in the building. Actors alone, though, last year, on our busiest nights, we topped over just barely over 100 last year. And then with our additional staff members in other areas that aren't haunters, I think our highest person count in the building was 123. Already this year, I'm looking at 87 people in the building. Already, minus the people that left, the volunteers that we just had here and there, not coming back yet. It's a lot of people, man. We are a little haunt in terms of not many people know us in the industry yet. We're trying to make our name. We're trying to, take it the distance. But the size of our haunt is not very little. The crew that we require is not little. So we're playing the big game in a little pond, and it's tough.
The amount of square footage we have is
It's
not little.
And we still have room to grow, guys. Even more room to grow depending on how long we stay open. So there's just a lot, man, and there's just all these people at different times. And the hardest part for me is on a day we're open, because we'll post. Everybody will know everything they need to know for a week, 2 weeks. Lately, it's been anywhere from like 3 weeks to a month that they've had the information, the most part, for events. But inadvertently, half the people won't read anything we post, and they'll all show up on a day we're open at my office, asking me a million questions.
I don't personally think that's 100% their fault. Facebook is kind of an asshole.
However, if you are in a group,
you should be
checking on your ass. Yeah, to check it. Just check it. You're in it. We put information there. I've been trying to. I'll start including it on our Discord again here soon as well. There's just not much going on in Discord right now. But they will inevitably be at my door. I'd say a quarter of everyone in the building will be at my door asking me a bunch of questions that I just posted. And it got to the point where it was so overwhelming that now my response is, "Did you check the group?" No, but can you just? No, I can't. Please go check the group. And if you still have questions that aren't answered, please come back to me. And people rarely come back to me.
Even as a section lead, it was getting annoying.
Because
I can relate, because I was dealing with a lot of it too. Because being a section lead, I'd have people from other sections coming up to me like, "Hey, where am I supposed to be?" Like, "Did you check the group?"
Yep. We do it theater style. I post a cast list, a permanent cast list for the season. If there's changes, I post the changes. I post the special event cast lists. I mean, a lot of work goes into what we do and how we organize stuff. But inevitably, people are just going to want the shortcut. And if too many people want the shortcut, it's not a shortcut anymore. So we had to take away the shortcut and just tell people, go read.
Yeah. Because the main thing I've had was, I don't understand this. Neither does Dell. You are going to have to tell us, because you know more about that site than we do, or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and that's different though. You're talking like there's a couple of us, and there's a much smaller group of us with Ally. We're talking that 100 plus sometimes of people, and that's when if people aren't looking at shit. And trust me, like anytime I'm gonna post something, Fred tells me, post it to where everyone can understand it. Like, slow down the vocabulary, just post it where everybody's gonna be able to understand what you're talking about, easily. So I write my version of a post, and then I go back and I look at it, and I run it through an editor, and I make it just more accessible, which I do with my own writing as well. So it's not hard to do it for this as well. But that's what I do, and to make sure that there's no questions. Now, don't get me wrong. Occasionally there is a good question, which will lead me to make another post or an edit. Rarely, but occasionally there is, and I like that.
Yeah.
I always tell people, don't feel stupid about asking me questions unless I've already answered them.
Yeah, there is no stupid questions unless you have totally disregarded the previous information that was given to you.
Yeah.
So, dude,
it's tough though, but I love it. I enjoy it. I enjoy being that thing that has the skills to put all that together, and I get to watch people then go do it. And that's my favorite part of every night. It's hiding in the walls and the security cutouts where people don't know I am, and just watching them act and do the show and watching the customer reactions. That shit is gold, man. No matter what kind of mood I'm in, if I just spend some time in there doing that, instantly changes it.
Dude, I have one of the things you have told me, compared to the stuff that Sophia, except for one thing, because she could write about her favorite book, which you already know what chapter book is her favorite, because I don't know why, but it's like, hey, it's about me. It is now the best book ever written. But yeah, it is the whole using what they like, what they know about, having them write about that, and then they learn better. I've gotten better explanations. I've gotten better full sentences. That has been really helpful in helping them learn how to write paragraphs.
Oh yeah.
And get better at the aspect of doing things.
Yeah. I think we have a creative group though. You know, we've been doing our TikToks are actually starting to take off. TikTok game is as strong as it's ever been, and we're posting a lot more frequently. We're getting a lot more views on things. We're going to be back in production of our YouTube videos. YouTube Shorts are going to come out here soon, based on also the TikToks. And you know, I've already got enough. I got 3 more classes filmed and ready to put together for actors. So that's
that is going to be awesome.
There's definitely a lot there, and of course we'll make those public on our Hell's Dungeon YouTube page, where we put all our acting classes and ads and everything up.
Oh yeah.
But definitely a lot more content. You know, people are coming up with a lot of really cool ideas. One of the things now is doing TikToks for every character. Everybody wants to come and show their character in their scene, do a little bit about your character, you know, just to kind of give people a taste of what they might see when they're in there, which is also going pretty well so far, the few that have been done.
Because that will rock. Because the other channel before that whole thing happened, I think I saw more of the clowns, and you know I love the clowns. The clowns make me happy, very happy. But since there's more of the other people, that is awesome because there's so many great characters at your haunt.
I think we should actually put together like a freak show exercise video. I think that'd be hilarious. The freaks leading stretches with music in the background and everything too. That would be fucking funny, dude.
And if it's like actual exercises that we can do, we can even get the kids to join
my thought
in.
is actual like stretches and exercises they do to get ready to haunt, but in character, and have names for their exercises based on like freak show things.
And I'm betting the kids would love to try that. That would be so much fun.
I think it'd be hilarious. But I mean, a good learning tool for people and a good exercise routine for people, but like short videos that would just be also really funny.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. Please
people
do
like to
that.
be entertained while they learn, and that's the big thing. If you're not entertained while you're also learning, you're less likely to give a shit about the information.
Dude, seriously, I remember a critical thinking class, and we had to do, you know, the scene where in the Holy Grail movie about the witch and the duck.
One of my favorites, yes.
Literally had to. Dude, I had to write a 5-page report about why that was nonsensical. That was interesting.
I heard brilliant. Is what you said, why it was brilliant? That's what I heard.
No, yeah, it was brilliant, but why that type of thinking does not work. The movie was awesome. We watched that scene and then watched the whole movie, and then I wrote the report. So after watching the scene in class, I'm like, we gotta watch this whole movie just for class. And Josh is like, huh? No, seriously, I have to do a class about this movie.
That is fucking epic.
And I showed him, and he's like, that is hilarious. Dude,
that should be
seriously.
A movie at some point.
Oh yeah. We still need to do a tomb with a Raz thing, a Raz video.
Yeah, I gotta get permission, I think. I'll look into it.
But yeah, because there's only like 2 I have available, but I don't know about playing the other one live.
Yeah,
the disc.
I don't know yet either.
So yeah, you figured that out. But anyway, dude, seriously. Normally, there's like different haunts and stuff that I haven't looked into a lot of the haunts recently. I've just moved, and I'm there's like a pile of stuff I'm trying to work through, and I don't have like who's coming up first and whatever. We will have that since this is playing later. Odds are we will have talked about those in the previous 2 episodes.
Right.
That we have done with the pile, because this is pre-recorded, guys.
I'm in the future and I don't even know it.
You guys will be seeing this on the 13th, but we will have done this on the 15th of July.
Yeah.
So we'll have told we will have told you more about the other haunt stuff that is coming up before now. Hence why you're not hearing about it now, because this is pre-recorded. And this is our past selves talking to you in the future.
Okay, this got very Spaceballs, like really fucking
wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
Yep, it is.
Well, yeah, dude. It's not like I don't have the disorganized library of the Blue Box as my group.
Oh, you know what
Which is your favorite doctor? What should we do? And who is your favorite doctor? Huh?
9 because he was so underappreciated.
9 was really good, man. 9 really brought everything back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love him.
He was my first.
Okay, that makes sense. Tenet, he was my favorite until Tenet, and then Tenet took it, and then him, and then my brain is dead today. Scarf from the original series.
Baker? Tom Baker?
Yeah, Baker.
Yeah.
He's my 3.
Okay. And pardon me. And what was the thing we should be doing?
We should leave ourselves messages for the future.
Okay.
We're recording it for the future, so we should give ourselves some advice, or I don't know, something. Like time capsule.
Chaos would say, don't take wooden nickels. I would say, don't put things in places they shouldn't go.
Don't take the red pill.
I would say, Future Raz, you are less than a month from opening night. Get your shit together and get it done.
Yes. What is something we should tell as a whole, our viewers, not our readers? Dang it. I was working on editing a book, so I'm stuck in the readers because I did the foreword.
Be excellent to each other and party on.
Yes, be excellent to each other, party on. Make sure you go visit all the haunts in your area that you can get to and afford.
And if you can, apply for your local haunt. Go be a haunter this year, man. Help them out.
Oh yeah, dude, being a haunter is amazing.
If you need a sign to do it, that's your sign.
Yep.
Oh yeah. And I would like to say on behalf of all the haunt enthusiasts, thank you for haunting. Thank you for doing the job you do. Especially my favorite haunters that I get to talk to or text randomly, like these two.
It's tough work, man.
Yes.
Let's discuss some things you shouldn't do as customers this haunt season. Besides not being a dick, which should cover everything, but you'd surprise how it doesn't. Don't sneak a bunch of tiny alcohol bottles into your clothing to drink as you wander through the haunt and drop your bottles everywhere. It's funny to a point until we have to clean it up and then clean you up. So maybe don't do that.
Don't get plastered before. Get plastered after.
Preferably.
If you're sober, you can get more out of the haunt. Because they worked very hard on these characters to show you a great time. And don't forget to thank your haunters. And it's really, I am fully desensitized. I am so desensitized after seeing like 4 people die in front of me that I enjoy the haunts. I truly do. I don't get scared, but I smile at them really creepily and say thank you and move on to the next haunter.
Yeah. Let's see.
That gets them the look on their faces.
Also, this is for both haunters and customers. If you're a haunter at another haunt, coming in as a customer, act like a customer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just because you're from another haunt doesn't mean that you get to touch stuff. Doesn't mean you get to be loud and obnoxious.
And if you know the haunter, if you know any of the haunters that you're going in, because that's the reason why you came, don't say their real name.
Yeah.
There is no reason you should say their real name unless it is a literal medical emergency. Then you can say, please call 911 if you are in their section. But other than that, don't say their name. Don't say that you're here because of them.
And if you don't have instructions from management specifically, don't try to get them to break character. This goes to normal customers too. We don't care. You're here for us to entertain you, not the other way around.
Yeah. Dude, they can still provide medical help and not break character, but please be mindful. Don't go in the haunt if you have like epilepsy or
understand what our warnings are. We do have a list of epilepsy warnings that we're generating to put up by the ticket booth this year, so people can ask what sections are a little tough, and the actors in those sections are instructed. If you let them know you have epilepsy, when you get into the section, they know how to guide you through it. It's literally only one spot in Main Street for 5 seconds. It's the elevator ride and coming off the bridge. Those are the only light sensitive spots we have, and they're extremely minor. Well, all of them are minor except for the elevator, but you can literally close your eyes to the elevator. It's not a problem.
Yeah. So beware of your situation. And remember, as much as you would enjoy it, don't hurt yourself.
Leave your shit in your car. I am tired of having to shut things down to find cell phones, to find your keys, to find the purse that you dropped, to find the shoe that one of our clowns stole from you, what have you. Either leave your shit in the car or keep it like very tight on your person. It's frustrating, and we do not mind helping out. We will always do it with a smile on our face, but at the end of the night, it's one more thing that we have to take our attention away from or to do. So try to think about that. And let's see, don't go through with designer clothes. Why the fuck are you at a haunt wearing designer clothes? I've seen this happen more times than other haunts. I've only seen it happen to ours a couple times. But don't wear like your Sunday best to go through a haunt, man, or your clubbing best, because some haunts like ours can get you slightly wet. You know, we have some water effects in there that have sometimes a little bit of food coloring. It's not gonna ruin your clothes, but for the night, they'll look not great.
Oh yeah,
so just be respectful of that, of yourself.
Because the jail and Ritter was an amazing date night. Make sure with your date beforehand what type of person they are when they go through the haunt. Are they one of the ones that get scared easily? Make sure you can be the type of partner you need to be if you go there as a date.
Yeah. One person is usually going to do better in the front. One person's going to be doing better in the back. Or you got the times where you can be with other people and you get stuck in the middle. They have very different things that will happen to you in all haunts, and you have to know what you can handle.
I am handicapped, so Josh stayed behind me because there was a whole lot of steps that we kept going around, so he wouldn't let me fall. So remember, if you're handicapped, be mindful of your situation, because we'd never been through that haunt, but we also knew that you had to go up and down, and we didn't know how disorientating they would send you around, because I didn't know where I was half the time in the haunt.
Yeah. Oh,
because they were great. The haunt was amazing, but be mindful if you're handicapped, because that was awesome. But yeah, I nearly tripped and Josh caught me.
Oh, another good one is if you go with a group of you and 11 of your friends, there's 12 of you, but a haunt puts you through in 2 groups of 6, there's a good reason for that. You are not going to get a good experience at all, that haunt, going through it with 12 people. It is not possible. Any haunt. I don't care what haunt you go to. Don't do it. Keep your small groups. Small groups are there for a reason, especially if you're given the opportunity. Some haunts will put you through the group of 8 to 10, a bigger group, and it kind of sucks a little bit. Unless you're on a haunted hayride, completely different story. But going through any kind of normal haunt, you miss so much because the jump scares can only reset so quickly. The props can only reset so quickly. We are not designed for you to go that many people in one group. So stay separated. Don't wait for your friend above and hold everybody up. It's our job to split you up again. And when you resist us, you're only ruining your own experience and making us work harder for nothing.
Oh, yeah. Work with the haunt. And they have worked very hard to make the show they have made.
Like John said earlier, keep your damn shoes on.
Yeah. Okay, gentlemen, we are reaching the end. Where do you want to be found, John? Like
I
what
don't
social
want to be
media
found.
places? Okay. So, guys, if you want to see
I'm
him,
really
go to
not.
Hell's Dungeon.
I'm not very. Yeah, I'm not very present on social media.
Because
You find him at the
there's
haunt.
only one reason why I have the ability to message him, and that was because of a previous show. But he knows I'm also not going to spam him.
Yet.
Well, if I need to,
I
in
am
the
a lizard.
future,
I like to stay in my hole.
That's what she said.
yeah. If you
That's my
if
once
you
in a
come
month.
on
I'm gonna do it
again,
now.
I will bother you again. Remember, please don't do the raccoon thing. Raz, where do you want people to find you?
Well, not stuffing raccoons in my ass, that's for sure. Let's see.
Yes, he is.
You can find me on Facebook. Pretty much just type in Raz T Slasher or Dr. Raz T Slasher. You're going to find me on every social media outlet, in which case you will likely be talking to Jenny, unless it's on the actual Slasher app or Reddit. Those are the only ones I tend to, sometimes when I bother with getting on them, or Discord, be myself. But usually you're talking to Jenny. You won't be able to tell the difference most of the time, if at all. She's that awesome. You can check me on RazTSlasher.com, just pretty much just everywhere, man. Again, that internet optimization stuff is really kicking in these days. And also at your grandma's house.
Oh yeah, dude, seriously. She
there for
wants
the
to
pancake.
know where you put the K-row.
I probably use that for blood.
So she needs new K-row. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. We are making all new ads for his stuff and my stuff and all the other fake whore things. I am trying to get through more and get new stuff up as I go. Because this year is the year of the kids have gotten older, so it's easier to spend a little bit extra more time reading. So there will be new ads for that. New TikToks are coming in the future, but tomorrow you're going to see something interesting from us again. Wait a second. This is the future episode, so you will already have seen what's happening tomorrow for us. So I don't know what's happening, who's going to be our next guest after this yet.
Wait,
because
tomorrow?
you guys will be.
I didn't know anything
Yeah,
was
we
happening
have
tomorrow.
another. Well, tomorrow's the actual episode of this show.
You're right.
We're just pre-recording it because John said I can't do the thing, but I want John, and everybody else was like, "Yes, let's have John
You
on
know what
the
the
show."
kicker is? They gave
What?
me Wednesday off this week.
Son of a donkey! But we already had Brett in place, though.
Yeah. I didn't know what my schedule was going to be, so you're good. I was just laughing because I got tomorrow off.
I thought it was Beth. Is it Brett and then Beth?
Brett, somebody, hold on a second. And of course my cover's trying to come off. Tomorrow. Why is that app not working?
It's all right. We'll find out tomorrow.
Okay. We have you guys will have seen Brett Yetter from he's a haunt actor at Kings Island, The Gathering of the Juggalos, and the USS Nightmare. You have already seen him, but for us, that will be for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So either way, there'll be so much more. And anyway, please watch out for new books from Fake Whore, because there's going to be one that is by my wonderful, amazing Cassie and I. We will have a new anthology coming this fall as well. New stuff from Outlet Network. I don't know what all of it is yet, but there will be new stuff. And hopefully there will be a new adventure show of Pyle and Raz in the near future.
Yeah.
And please keep watching and come find us find them at Hell's Dungeon. Yeah, go to Hell's Dungeon. Go to every other haunt in Ohio and around the country. Either way, thank you for being here. Have a wonderful night. Bye.
Stay new to your friends.
Where? There we